Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. Welcome back to day 3 of the Oceania Sevens. This one, a massive clash. Fiji taking on New Zealand. Now, whoever wins this game will progress to take on the winner of Samoa versus Papua New Guinea. And of course, whoever wins that contest do get themselves Olympic qualification. But both of these sides looking extremely strong throughout this Sevens competition. Fiji, 4 wins from 4. The New Zealanders, they have only suffered 1 loss, 12 points to 5, and that was up against the Flying Fijians. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be close. We've got ourselves a contest. Robert, says Elon, and hi all, and Hamish, says Robert in the chat as well. I hope you are both doing extremely well. Fiji having some great results, being able to beat Australia, New Zealand, Niue, as well as the Oceania Barbarians. And New Zealand, their closeness in that contest up against the Australians yesterday. They went down to the wire. They were one man down, but they fought through, still got themselves the victory. I think that's going to help them out in this contest here. But we are about to see the starting lineups and the reserves for these two sides. I believe for the Fijians throughout this contest and throughout this competition, they've gone with a nice mix of experience alongside youth. Now, I think that Josefa Talatolo is a player who definitely needs to be in the starting lineup because he might be able to exploit how the New Zealanders defend if they can get it out wide, create that offload channel. Could be very impressive. Are you free at 7:30? Says Brandon, I do not believe so. I think that is about when I am having my tea before we get back into some more editing. But it is going to be an exciting one. We are also probably going to have a review of one of these games, depending on how it all goes for us, of course. But we have still got a few more games just around the corner. Samoa, they have got their game up against Papua New Guinea, like I mentioned. They are just showing the highlights of what happened the last time that these two sides went head-to-head. It was actually Moses Leo to score the lone try for New Zealand. Then for the Fijians, they struck well in that second half, being able to apply that pressure. But so far for New Zealand, they have had themselves 3 victories out of the 4. For Fiji, they have conceded a few more tries than they would have liked throughout this Oceania Sevens competition. But still an extremely dangerous side. I look forward to seeing them go here, Dan. It could be a live review, says Brandon. It will more than likely just be a pre-recorded one that we do in between the matches, mainly because of the short amount of time that you get in between Sevens games. Hopefully we'll get everything finished that we want to. And on Kia ora, Kiwi Lads whānau. I'm a Kiwi, but I love Fiji. I know, sitting on the fence, says Nazi. Well, you can join the Sitting on the Fence Club, because that is exactly what people say I do. And they are right. Morning all, says Kerr. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing extremely well. Must be quite early morning for yourself, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. Glasgow getting the win last night, so I'm sure you're very happy about that one. Good morning, says Elon. Welcome in. Now the New Zealanders, they have taken to the field. Now, once again, here in New Zealand, we have not actually seen who is in the starting lineup for either of these sides, but luckily, I think we've almost got enough Sevens knowledge that we will be able to tell you as soon as the reserves make their way off the field, we'll know who is out there on the park again. Looks like Josefa Talatholo, though, he will be starting for Fiji. Kulia Rokalisoa starting for New Zealand. Looks like he will have the kickoff, and Ruben Keane will be the referee in charge for this matchup between New Zealand and Fiji. So we've got the scoreboard down the bottom of the screen. We are working on a little bit of an adjustment for the finals live streams that we have got just around the corner in Miami now. Yeah, good result. Lucky to get the bonus point, says Kerr. But I think that's just because Glasgow play such aggressive attack in rugby. It helps them massively. But Kulia Rokalisoa kicks this one off, ladies and gentlemen, for the start of the International Oceania Sevens final. And it is nicely claimed, tackle release. Sam Dixon trying to get the turnover, is unable to do so, but Fiji are still in possession. Jeremiah Matana is someone who has done pretty well for the Fijians. He is starting this match alongside Vailawa, who has got those quick step-in feet that makes them extremely hard to be able to take down. Now Matana plays half, firing it off to Kimanelli Rasaku now. Thought he saw a bit of a gap, but so far New Zealand's defence has been holding up relatively well, although now they get the ball out wide. And this will be a great test for them with Patita Ringa as he makes his way towards the 50-metre line. Nodovalo plays halfback. Tacking run forward. Dylan Collier has to make the tackle on Kimanelli Rasaku, and the job is finished by Peyton Spencer, one of the younger players in this New Zealand side. Fiji still in position on the halfway line. I should mention they found themselves down by 10 points up against the Australians, still managed to pull off the victory. The offload comes for Matana. Now only 22 metres out from the line. Some nice phase play here from Fiji, who are yet to give the ball to the New Zealanders in this match. Kiminali Rasaku, inside ball. Thought about the offload to Batita Ringa, but instead he will hang on to it for that little bit longer. Now to the right-hand side, Vailawa sells the dummy, finds the offload to Matana, and one more out to Josefa Talatholo. The Fijians will strike first in this contest, and it is a very well-worked try by this Fiji side. They just always can find an offload, and that is something that makes it extremely hard for any side to be able to defend Miami well at school. And fencing is okay for a while, but at some stage, you got to take a leap of faith. YOLO, and your butt starts to ache. Says Elon, I'm surprised you haven't. I got a gig with Sky. Won't be long, surely you're bloody good. Says Elon there, but 2 minutes into this contest already, we have seen the Fijians strike first. And the kick from Vailawa. He's disappointed with it, unfortunately, just drifting away to that right-hand side. Score sitting 5-0 after the 3. We have got there a few days in the office before going on another ship, says Kerr there. Yeah, well, it still sounds hectic, doesn't it? I feel like any time we talk to you, you've gone from one place to another. At least you get, I guess, a couple rest days, which I guess are still working days, aren't they? In a way. And Ushbula says Nazi Williams, but it was a great offload from Jeremiah Matana. Show game, says Jay Hayes. In there as well. Hello, Jay. Hope you are doing extremely... Oh, Collier's injured. Yeah, I hope you are doing well, Jay. Hope you are enjoying the sevens. That does not look good for New Zealand. A Navy boy, says Elon. Oh, Vailawa. The ball is set up for a Matana. Fiji retain their kickoff. They put it out the back for Nadovalo. It is another try here for the Fijians. They made that look simple. And now they are 10-0 up. And I'm even going to add the 12. I'm going to give them the extra 2 points for it. But Nadovalo scores. And g'day, mate. Hope you are all good. Says Jay, I certainly am. The mango is almost in shipping. That sounds like it's some sort of weird, like, code name for something. But yeah, I think I'm doing the online shopping on Tuesday. So that is when I'll get the mango. We have got there why the F Fiji doing this to us, says Elon. They're just playing some very good rugby at the moment in New Zealand. Have been caught off guard. And Nodovalo, just a strong step. And Fiji having fun, says Kerr. And that is normally when they're at their most dangerous, when they are just scoring tries for fun. Putting it all together to go, Fiji go. Says Namani and Bulla Vanaka, Kiwi lads. Good afternoon. Says Blues Nate, welcome in, mate. We have still got a game straight after this one. It is going to be Samoa versus Papua New Guinea. That is for Olympic qualification. And then the winner of this contest will go head-to-head with the winner of that game. The loser of this contest goes head-to-head with the loser of the Olympic qualifier. Peyton Spencer plays it off to Akulia Rockley. So in New Zealand have realised now they are quite on the back foot. Already conceding the 10 points early on. Nice run down the wing though here from Curry. Ball on the inside. New Zealand will score it with Moses Leo. And he actually scored the only try up against Fiji in the last game. Wait, Mango, where? Says Kurt at the local supermarket. Or not the local one, but the one 30 minutes away that I can do online shopping from has now got $7 Australian mangoes. And Jay has just paid for another one. The Mango Fund and Joy. Thank you very much, Jay. Usually appreciate it. I'm going to have too many mangoes to know what to do with them. That sounds weird. Eat them is the plan. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Tosoviti says Nasal there. And not a fan of Papua New Guinea. I rate it, in my opinion, says Elon. I mean, there's not really anything to rate, though, in terms of, like, they are a side that haven't really been given chances on the Seventh Circuit and are still keeping up with some of the best sides. My prediction was pretty harsh on them. I said that Samoa are going to win that game 41 points to 5, but I still feel like Papua New Guinea do deserve a bit of credit for what they've done. Don't give George any, says Jay. I don't think George has ever had a mango. So maybe that could be a video idea. We have recently tried biltong. George tries fruits that he's never had. Could be either the best video ever or a video that he just looks miserable for the whole way through. The ball is loose. New Zealand have got themselves the scrum feed now after the mistake in the breakdown. That is by Vailawa, who has actually stayed down here. Some sort of injury. And Mango, let's go Mangoes. And Fiji Mango is free. And Bulla Hamish says, Vinny, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. And also we have got there Atu Naisa has there Vanaka, sir. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing extremely well. Enjoying the Sevens. We have only got a few weeks until the Dubai Sevens. That is early December. That will be taking place. And please tell me you saw the Sharks and Stormers scores. I did indeed. We covered the game for Betterton versus the Stormers. didn't get to cover Zebra Sharks, but that is probably a score that no one was really seeing coming. Oh, okay, I understand why Vailawa has stayed down. He's been flipped onto his head by Dylan Collier. Probably should have been a penalty. George would do well to have a mango. It's good for you, bruh, says Elon. It is now going to be the penalty in favour of New Zealand once more. They are 40 metres out from the Fijian line. This time, Josefa Talatholo, the man penalised. Yeah, I still can't believe that Collier didn't get a penalty against him for picking up one of the opposition and dropping him. That's going to be a great inside ball, though, for New Zealand. Another try, and I believe that will give them the lead. Yes, it will, heading into the second half. Go like this. Go like this. We will give them the conversion as well until proven otherwise. Bloody Springboks lucky versus England. It's not funny, but flipped on one's head, damn. Says Nazi Williams. Yeah, it's something you don't expect to see, really. George needs a salad. Says Jay, nah, he's a busy boy. He's in his tractor. He's been slimming down, but it's just one of those things that unfortunately when you're working like 80 hours across like 5 days, it makes it pretty tricky to be able to do anything but just call into a dairy as you're driving past because you just don't get time off. We have their watermelon at $6.99 and mango $1.50 here in the USA. That's very cheap. I think a watermelon here in New Zealand is about $50, or at least it was. I don't know whether or not it still is. Oh, New Zealand have actually missed that kick. So the score at halftime, 12 points to 10. I still feel like they've... Oh, no, never mind. I got all excited because I thought I could be correct with the score. But I realised I predicted New Zealand to lose this game 19 points to 12 rather than 17 points to 12. So both are still an option. New Zealand are the best sevens team today, to this day, says Elon. And there as well. But of course, the next game that has taken place, that is going to be Papua New Guinea versus Samoa. That is kicking off at 6:40. All the way to George. He knows to be himself, says Nazi Williams there. To be fair, I'm not the biggest fan of a salad either. I've had like a wrap with a salad in it, but other than that, I'm like, nah, thank you. I prefer non-salads, which is just anything else. And $5, a watermelon in Fiji, says the Marnie. I'm actually going to look up the price while we are at halftime here, and while they have got ads showing in New Zealand. I'm going to look up the price of a watermelon in New Zealand, which probably sounds very confusing. I wish I could give you guys some stats, but sadly, with the licensing that they've got here in New Zealand, they don't show you any statistics at halftime. They don't show us the lineups at the start of the game either. So it's a lot of guessing to do with this Oceania Sevens competition. I feel like watermelon is an inappropriate name. Why not slush ball or juicy rock? I think you probably answered that for yourself, Elon, when you said the last two. I feel like they don't quite roll off the tongue. Like rock melon, when you think about it, why is it called a rock melon? I only eat, it has pure, I only eat if it, okay, no, I've worked out what you said. For a second there, I was very confused here. And now I understand. See more of George on the entertainment channel. Subscribe, leave George in comments. And what's the score, bro? Says Nasal at the moment. For the second half, just getting underway, it is 12 points to 10 in favour of New Zealand. Well, it's been overkicked by Vailawa, which now means that New Zealand will have the quick tap option from the halfway line. Although, now they've decided not to go for it. They're going to wait that little bit longer, make sure the kick... Oh, no, they're actually going for the scrum here. Okay, so a watermelon here in New Zealand is $9.50 a kg. So if you were going to get, let's say, you'd probably get a 2 or 3 kg watermelon, you're looking at about $20-something for one watermelon. And try need. Says Jay, try needed indeed, yes. For, I guess, both sides. In this regard, if New Zealand can convert one, they will be very happy. Rokalisoa going off to this right-hand side here now. Bit of a step attempt. Doesn't manage to get through the tackle attempt, though. Filippo Buchayaro. Now out to this left-hand side once more for the Kiwi. Scott Curry sells the dummy, goes on the outside to Regan Ware. Two very experienced players. Ware stepping through. Accelerates, offloads. And it's another try for New Zealand. They've scored it between the sticks. Go like this. And we will go like There we go. New Zealand now 19 points to 10. Try was needed and try is given. Is that a gold-plated watermelon? You'd think so, wouldn't you? Because how is it so expensive? Like even watermelon fingers they've got, 600 grams, $10. And also I can see that you have free healthcare, says Robert, and also we've got there like the Poo Tiki Tiki, says Blues United and Tight New Zealand are not showing coverage. Hope they all tonight would be only be right, says Elon. Well, they're showing the coverage in the matches, they just aren't showing the in-between stuff, and I honestly couldn't even guess the price of groceries at home. Genuinely no idea, says Kerr. So I assume you're talking Scotland in that regard, because like you would see so many different prices. Although I guess you'd see the consistent prices of the ships, but just not like the local prices, I guess. Where is the most expensive place food-wise in the world? I don't know the answer to that, and I don't know if anyone would either, unless they Google it. But it's chipped in behind for Fiji. Knock on there from the winger. And now it's back for Akuria. Rokaliso. It goes off to the right-hand side. Moses Leo skip pass. And it's the hat trick for New Zealand's number 21. That is a good try to get as well, because now it just brings a little bit more. It is the youngster, Shay Clark. Oh. Have we got the TMO? Maybe. Also, Blues that smell fishy, bro. And also, there you go, Fiji go. And also, where the Evers is being played, Wellington, Hamilton, or Invercargill, none of the above. It is instead being played in Brisbane, in Australia. Hawaii, says Gus. For food-wise, that I guess that would make sense to a certain extent. I'd assume it's an island. It's got to be a tourist island, though, I'd say, for the most expensive prices. That is going to be away to the right-hand side for New Zealand, so the score does remain 24 points to 10. I'll say, Elon, please watch your language. I'm a Christian, thank you, says Jay Hayes. Dylan Collier sitting down next to Sam Dixon. Kicked off long by New Zealand. That looks a little too long, though. It's going to keep on rolling, although they do have to deal with it. And they have done just that. It will now be a 22 dropout. Players tripping over themselves. Just put my card in the machine. Is that bad? Says Kerr. I mean, it's probably something that is impressive, I guess. The fact that you can just go beep and then it's all done and you don't have to worry about it. Nice run for, he's broke through. Josefa Talafulo. Now ball on the inside to view another Valo. They are not out of this game yet, Fiji. 11 minutes in. And the Fijians are now going to make the score more than likely. Oh, this could be 17-24. We could actually see golden point here. I Googled it. Monaco and groceries, says Robert. Well, here you go. My Tigers, New Zealand playing in the final. Might go watch, says Elon. So if New Zealand win this game, they will have the final up against the winner of Samoa or Papua New Guinea. And that has taken place at 11 p.m. New Zealand time. The earlier game is at around 10:30, I think. And that would be the losers of these two contests going head-to-head. Christian, okay? Just tell me you're not a vegan, sorry, says Elon. Now 2 minutes remaining in this contest, and Fiji have got the kickoff to try and retain this one. But a converted try would take us to golden point, ladies and gents. Kicked off high. It's almost into touch. In fact, it was. The touch judge says that ball was slightly out. We have got there. I'm also a vegan and I ride my 10 speed or racing bike on public roads. And this is at Suncorp. This is actually hilarious. Going to go watch. No, it's not at Suncorp. It is at, what's it called? Barrymore, I think it is. It's the St. George, Queensland Reds and all of those ones stadium. Barrymore, is it? I think it's Barrymore. It starts with B anyway. But now the Samoan fans in attendance are absolutely loving the action, and they will be loving it even more just around the corner. The chance to watch Samoa qualify for the Olympic Games. But Papua New Guinea, they're in the same boat. The chance there as well. It's going to be fed in, nicely claimed by Akurio Rokaliso, and now going off to this right-hand side. An advantage here for New Zealand. They'll go back for the penalty. And I wriggled it. Because I'm always on the ships, I never actually need to go shopping in a year. I probably go shopping for groceries 4 times. There's Kerr. See, I'm a bit weird because I went through a phase how I wanted to go to the grocery shop every day, even if it was to buy like one or two things. It was just fun. I think that was during the World Cup. It got me out of the house. That sounds kind of sad, but it's true. Like, I'd just go to the supermarket, be like, oh, this is something that I don't really need, but we'll get it anyway because I'm here. And it makes sense since I've made the trip. It's either I go watch and fix my broken leaf blower or fix my broken leaf blower. And also, Tiki means kick. Also, a saying in the Generation X. Nice run forward from New Zealand, though, with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. All they need to do is close out this game. Maybe score another try. That would be the massive booster. Shane Clark looks for the offload. It doesn't work out, though. It's a knock-on from New Zealand, and Fiji now have got themselves another opportunity about 25 metres out from their try line. If there's ever a time to get back into the contest, it is right now for the Flying Fijians. They have to try and get this part right here. Bit of a slip. I think it's dry, but it's that dry that it actually almost means that it's too grippy and you do end up kind of roughing up the turf. This game is epic. Your composure is just as epic. I'm on edge. So here's Elon and oh dear Fiji. That sounds like the full-time siren there. The time was a little bit off. I think it's 13 minutes on the screen, but I think that is actually now the last play that we're going to have. The Fijians, though, have got themselves another penalty. Trying to take that one quickly. Oh, Nathongu got it wrong. He tried to take the quick tap. He knocked the ball on in the process, and New Zealand will win this contest 24 points to 17. They make their way through to the playoff final up against either the Samoans or PNG. You doing any other stream today, mate? So we have got one taking place in 3 minutes time, which is going to be between Samoa and Papua New Guinea. Then later on tonight at about 10:30, we've got the third place playoff game. And then alongside that, we've got the final, which is 11 p.m., which will be New Zealand versus someone out of that Samoa PNG. So we've still got 3 more Sevens live streams today. I don't think we're doing the URC at 2 a.m., unfortunately, mainly because I think I'm working tomorrow. It's the not seeing, as stupid as this sounds, that makes it more exciting. And also Island Time says Nazi Williams and Intermac playing for the Blues. Says Blues now. Looking forward to seeing Lee Halfpenny line up for the Crusaders number 10. Yeah, it's going to be really cool to see how Lee Halfpenny goes in New Zealand. Julian Savi at Moana Pacifica, I think, is also another massive one. Keen to see what he is able to do. But nonetheless, do thank you all very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It is the end of the contest. Fiji do still have another game just around the corner, though, so anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have got there. Make sure you hit the like button. It's free on Sundays, says Jay. It certainly is. So be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. We'll be back in 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. The mustache is looking hefty, very thick. Well done, says Kerr in there as well. I think it's because this part's less thick, so this part looks better than the rest of it. Like, my beard is still patchy as patchy can be, unfortunately, but one day it will get better, hopefully. Nonetheless, I will see you all in 2 minutes' time. Next live stream, Samoa, Papua New Guinea. Be sure to tune straight back in.